pull out. Yeah, I want to see what it looks like. I can do it from here. I know how I want it. I don't think you should push them much more than that because you don't want to cut out them.
Exact same.
Well, it's gonna be a little delayed, but
Like,
I want it like right there. Why is this so loose? Well, hold on. Because you have to turn it, but you want it to be loose. Oh, that's there. Is that as far right as it goes? No, it can spin all you want, but it just gets tighter. But I think you go further left so you can get more left field. I see you go all the way to that corner. Well, I want the ump. I want the ump in it. All right. You want the ump in it. All right. That's fine because you can see center field. You just can't really see left. All right. And then let's see.
Let's see the next sound lineups. We'll bring his phone.
what's the name for your foundation?
Huh?
What's the name for?
It's so that we can have highlights. This is for highlights.
Why do you need the minimums?
So
Because
that the
highlights.
shouldn't you have the highlights right here?
No.
Mesh.
But does it go around this pole? We should probably have this all the way closed. Or you should have it open.
I low-key forget how I did it yesterday. The last time. I would bet you had both cameras over there. Or what if you had that camera over here? No, because of the pole.
Oh, I need to connect. I need
Is
to
it upright?
Hold on, they can hear us. I can mute us.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon, the battery for the New Albany Eagles.
Good afternoon and welcome to the New Albany Eagles Stadium. We have New Albany Eagles facing the Pick North Panthers and a great OCC battle that's about to happen. Cam Simmons is on the mound once again with Jake Hoover behind the plate. We've got Grady Bush at third, Caden Kistner at shortstop, Jacob Richardson at second, Joe Soko at first. In the outfield, we got Quinn Blaney at right field, Mason Ackerman in left field, and Van Ruthier in center field. The lineup for the Eagles is Quinn Blaney at the 1, Caden Kistner second, Grady Bush third, Cam Simmons 4th, Jake Hubler 5th, Jacob Richardson 6th, Mason Ackerman 7th, Joe Sokol 8th, and DH Braden Pettinger 9th. Rankings came out for D2 baseball throughout Ohio this year, this year, and the Eagles are ranked 7th in the state, which is pretty good considering they got off to a slow start. Here we go. First batter's up. We have.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen, leading off today's ball game.
Gotcha.
Got it?
Yep.
For the Panthers, the center fielder, number 2, sophomore Jackson Turnbull.
Number 2, Jackson Turnbull. The center fielder is up to bat. The first pitch is off. It is in there for a first pitch strike. Foul tip for strike 2. Almost got him. Curveball in the dirt. 1-2 is the count. Time is called. Like I was saying, the Eagles are now ranked 7th in the state for Division II. They're coming off a great win against, I believe, Westville South. They won, I believe, 20-3 on Monday. Ball put into play. Jacob Richardson fields it, throws to first, and it is a first out for the Eagles.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen, now batting for the Panthers, the left fielder, number 9, junior Nolan Sanders. Number 9.
Just turn down one of them when they're not. No. So I need to say it. Number 9, Nolan Sanders, the left fielder, up to bat. Big dude here. Placed down a bunt. It is good. Cam fields it. Ooh, some miscommunication from the guys. Some miscommunication, but he reaches on an infield bunt on first. Runner on first for Cam Simmons.
Ladies and gentlemen, now batting for the Panthers, the third baseman, number 11, junior Nick Markle.
Number 11, Nick Markle, the third baseman, up to bat with a runner on first. In there for a ball outside. 1-0 is the count with a runner on first. Feel like number 9 Sanders is pretty fast out there. Thrown back. Ooh, close, but safe is the call. Big lead from Sanders. Pitch is fouled back, out of play. 1-1. The theme this year for Cam is if he gets ahead in the count, he seems to be able to get him out early. So look for Cam to try and get ahead in the count and put the batter away. Throwing back, runner goes. Joe Sokol throws a second, and he is tagged out. Great defense by the Eagles. Not sure if that was planned by Pick North or not, but the Eagles capitalized, and now there's 2 outs. 1-1 is the count. Great throw by Joe Sokol and a great tag by Caden Kistner to get the runner out. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Ball outside. 2-1's the count. That was a crucial pickoff there for Cam, as there's now not that much pressure on this at-bat. 2-1 pitch is fouled off. 2-2 is the count. That was a big hack there. Big time. 2-2 count. Chance to get out of this inning 1-2-3. Ball high. Full count now. Ball's fouled out of play to right field. Here we go. Full count. Pitch is off. Ball outside and high. Walk for Cam Simmons. Now up to bat, number 24, Brent Parsons, the catcher.
Now batting for the Panthers, the catcher, number 24, junior Brent Parsons. Number 24.
There we go. 2 outs for Cam Simmons. Runner on first. Not a big lead for this guy. Pitches off. Put into play. Caden Kistner grounds it and puts it to second for a 3rd out to end the inning for the Eagles. One batter reached there for the Eagles, but after that picked off. Infield hit.
In the inning for the Panthers, no runs on 1 base hit, no runners on left. We go to the bottom of the first. Pickerington North nothing. New Albany coming to bat.
There's actually no runs on because they got the runner out. Yeah, it's not. It didn't swarm, so it's left on. But they got the runner out on the base paths. What up? Do you think that's an error on Jade? No, I gave it a hit.
Ladies and gentlemen, New Albany's bat boys for this afternoon's ball game are Quinn Murphy and Maddox Kramer. So big thanks to Quinn Murphy and Maddox Kramer, who are acting as the New Albany bat boys this afternoon. So thanks to both Quinn and Maddox for helping out our New Albany Eagles today. Also a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, the concession stand is open. Please stop on by and see your concessions this afternoon. Hot dogs, sodas, popcorn, some snacks. Step on down and get some food from the concession stand. And ladies and gentlemen, again, the battery this afternoon for the Pickerington North Panthers. On the mound today for the Panthers, number 1, senior Gabe Garcia. And behind the plate today for the Panthers, number 24, junior
the bunt.
Parsons. Number 24,
That's what I thought.
Number 1, Garcia pitching.
That's a very pretty.
Up to bat is number 2, Quinn Blaney for the Eagles. He's playing right field, leading off. In there for a first pitch strike. In there for strike 2. Looked a little inside. Oh, 2 pitches put into play over the third baseman, and Quinn's going to reach on a single to left field. Great 0-2 hitting by these guys.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now batting for your Eagles, the shortstop, number 17, junior Caden Kistner. Number 17.
Up to bat is now number 17, Caden Kistner, the shortstop for the Eagles. 0-2 hitting is what really carried this team to victory last time we were here at versus Gahanna. Down late in the game, and then a great 0-2 hitting carried them to the wind. Pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1's the count. Throwing back. Quinn's in there safe, though. Gotta be careful there. Quinn got picked off in the last time we were here against Gahanna. One's the count. Pitches. Caden puts it into play, and it is an error by the third baseman, and he gets there because the throw takes him off the base. Runners on first and second here early for the Eagles.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now batting for your Eagles, the third baseman, number 18, senior Grady Bush. Number 18.
Up now to bat is number 18, senior Grady Bush, the third baseman, with runners on first and second here early. Great opportunity for the Eagles to get a head start and get the lead early against this great opponent in the Pick North Panthers. Hit to the outfield, scores a run. Put down a bunt, advances the runners. And the call is out. Wow, looked like he wanted to call it safe. But a great sacrifice bunt by the Eagles. Now a hit to the outfield potentially scores 2 runs. So great team baseball here by the Eagles so
Your
far.
attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now batting for your Eagles, the pitcher, number 1, senior Cam Simmons.
Now they intentionally walked Cam Simmons. Wow.
He's been intentionally walked.
He's one of their best hitters, and they're going to load the bases with number 9, Jake Hoover, up to bat.
The catcher, number 9, junior Jake Hoover. Number 9.
Here we go, Jake Hoover, bases loaded, 1 out in the inning. A hit scores 2. Pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1's the count. I believe the intent behind that intentional walk is to set up a double play for the ground ball, and so that every base is a force out here. Yeah, that's probably the plan, but it's very risky here because with only 1 out, a hit scores, and you still have 2 outs to go. 0-2 is the count. Pitch. Put into play. Into right field. That's going to score. That's going to score 2. And error by the right fielder. Clears the bases and a triple from Jake Hoover. Jade Hoover gets on with an 0-2 double, 0-2 single with an error from the right fielder. Gets all the way to third and clears the bases for an early 3-0 lead for the Eagles.
The second baseman, number 1, senior Jacob Richardson. Number 1.
First pitch is outside for a ball. One pitch is in there for a ball on the outside corner.
That was a big out bat here for Jake Hoover, and hopefully to give him some more confidence leading into the rest of the game and at the final stretch of the season.
1-1 is the count. 1 out, run on third for Jacob Richardson. In there for a strike again. 1-2 count now for Jacob. Jacob puts it into play, and it is great catch by shortstop and throws him out, but not before a runner can get in. 4 runs now in for the Eagles. Jacob gets the RBI.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now batting for your Eagles, the left fielder, number 19, sophomore Mason Ackerman. Number 19.
Great fielding display from the shortstop there as it took a weird hop off the mound, but ultimately able to get it for the second out of the inning. Interesting enough, this pitcher's only pitched 13 balls so far, giving up 3 runs, looking to get a third out here against number 19. Pardon me, 4 runs.
Mason puts into play to right center field. The right fielder settles under it and catches it. But not before the Eagles can put 4 on the scoreboard, giving Cam Simmons a lot of comfort.
In the inning for your Eagles, 4 runs
You guys can get through it.
on 2 hits and no runners left. We've completed 1. New Albany 4. Pickerington North, nothing.
I watch all.
You know, this is probably the best start that the Eagles could have imagined, getting up 4-0 already, headed into the top of the second. The problem so far for the Eagles and their losses has been they've just been getting out to an early deficit, and they just haven't been able to come back.
Leading off the second inning for the Panthers, the designated hitter, number 7.
Number 7, Miles Crockett, the DH here for the pitcher.
Ball put into play, grounded by third baseman Grady Bush, and thrown for an easy out. Great defense by Grady Bush there.
Next up is number 16, Gabe Dixon, the first baseman.
Your attention, please. Number 16.
Bunt is pulled back, ball 1.
1-1 is the count. Cam steps off. In there for a strike. Curveball. 1-2 is the count, excuse me. I mean, yeah, back to like what I was saying, Pick North is a great D1 opponent. Let's not forget that they're in D1. And that is a strikeout by Cam Simmons. Terrible throwdown by Jay Hoover, though.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now batting for the Panthers.
Mason Ackerman did not realize the ball was over his head.
Junior Grant Williams. Number 3.
Number 3, Grant Williams up to bat with 2 outs left in the inning. With 2 outs already in the inning. So as I was saying, and their first strike. This would be a great win for the Eagles.
That's fine. Thank you.
Not to mention, they're in the same conference. Any conference win is a good conference win. The conference is very, very deep this year with Pick North, Grove City, Gahanna, and New Albany. 4 teams that can easily all win it. So any win is a good win. But not to mention, any win against a D1 team, especially the caliber of Pick North, is a great win on the Eagles' resume. It's key for Cam to get ahead in the count on these hitters, so he limits his pitch count because the big weakness here for the Eagles is just their pitching staff. A few injuries at the beginning of the season to just really limit their pitching capacity. So it's a great sign if Cam can go deep into this ball game. Wow. 3-2 pitch is on its way. Strike 3. Cam gets out of the inning. 1-2-3, and the Eagles are up to bat.
In the inning for the Panthers. No runs on, no base hits, and no runners left. We head to the bottom of the second. New Albany 4. Pickerington North, nothing.
The Eagles have all the momentum in their hands right here. Let's see if they can keep it going. Look for the Panthers to try and get a great defensive play here or there to get the momentum back. Eagles are up 4-0 after the top of the second. Up to bat for the Eagles is Joe Sokol, Braden Pettinger, the top of the order. So Quinn Blaney will be the 3 hitter in this inning. Wow. Curveball is high and outside for this pitcher. Pitcher seems rattled early. Only given up 14 pitches, and he's given up 4 runs already. Eagles should feel really good about where they are in this game.
Number 7.
Number 7, Joe Sokol is up to bat, the first baseman for the Eagles. If Joe and Braden can get on base here for the Eagles and then on top of the order, this could be another explosive inning for the Eagles. Joe Sokol puts the ball left field, drifting foul, and it is caught by the Panthers. Not sure what the confusion was about. But very impressive catch. Drifting away from him, headed towards the fence.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now batting for your Eagles, the designated hitter, number 11, senior Braden Pettinger.
Now to bat, DH,
Number 11.
Braden Pettinger. Last game out, he was 4 for 4 And that is why he's getting the nod for DH.
Did you just kill a bug?
Yeah.
Ball put into play. Little blooper to center field, and he is on base.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now batting for your Eagles, the right fielder, number 2, senior Quinn Blaney.
Now we have the top of the order coming up for the Eagles. Quinn Blaney, last time up, he got a single into left field. Quinn puts it into play between the third and second shortstop. Second hit of the game for Quinn Blaney. Runners on first and second early in the inning.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now batting for your Eagles, the shortstop, number 17, junior Caden Kistner. Number 17.
Last time I was back, Caden Kistner hit it to the third baseman, but it was an error and eventually scored last inning. Now he's got 2 runners on, no outs. Pops it up, drifting away into right field. First baseman is under it, and he catches it. That is the second foul ball caught by the Panthers in this inning. Now to bat is Grady Bush with 2 outs. That was a big out for
Your
Pick North.
attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now batting for your Eagles, the third baseman, number 18, senior Grady Bush. Number 18.
Number 18, Grady Bush up to bat. Last time up, he laid down a sacrifice bunt, which started the hits for the Eagles. That was a big out for the Pick North Panthers, as Caden Kistner is one of the best hitters on this New Albany team. Good momentum swing for the Pick North. Count is now 1-0 for Grady Bush. 2 outs, runner on first and second. Grady puts it into play, grounded by the shortstop, thrown to second for the 3rd out of the inning. And Pick North holds the Eagles to no runs in the bottom of the second. Next up for the Panthers.
In the inning for the Eagles, no runs on 2 base hits and 2 runners left on base. We've completed 2, New Albany 4, Pickerington North, nothing.
At the end of the second inning, 4-0 Eagles. Next up for the Panthers is Camilo Chismas and Xavier Notestone. And then the top with Jackson Turnbull.
Chismar. Number 10.
Now to bat number 10, Camilo Chismar, the shortstop. First pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count.
Ball low and away for Cam Simmons.
The Eagles' momentum was not shifted, but I'd say stunted in that bottom of the inning as they had two runners on and weren't able to execute getting it in. 2-1.
Ball low and inside. 3-1 is now the count. After an early 0-1 lead in the count for Cam Simmons, he's now fallen behind 3-1. Swing and a miss. Full count now.
Big at bat for the Panthers here, as if they can get to the top of the order with less than 2 outs, they could look to make a deep inning.
Pitch is high for a first runner walk for Cam Simmons. That is his second walk of the day.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now batting for the Panthers, the second baseman, number 14, junior Xavier Notestone. Number 14.
Number 14, Xavier Notestone, the second baseman, up to bat, and then the top. Runner on first.
Fouled back, out of play. 0-1's the count. Thrown back. Just keeping the runner honest.
Hard for a runner at first to get a big lead against lefty Cam Simmons. But it looks like the Panthers are trying to get aggressive here, trying to make a run in the top of the third.
Thrown back again. He has taken a pretty big lead. Can't blame Cam for throwing back at him.
Would rather be safe than sorry. He's already had one pickoff be turned into an out. Looking for a second.
0-1 pitch. On its way. In their first strike. 0-2 is the count. Double play is for sure in play. Caden Kistner on shortstop. Jacob at second. Joe at first. Grady Bush at third. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High and outside. 1-2.
Good discipline from number 14 there to lay off the high ball. A good third pitch of the at bat when you're up 0-2. Trying to see if you can get an easy pitch on a strikeout.
1-2 pitch. Fouled out of play. Once again. 1-2 is the count.
Number 14 is trying to make Cam do some work here. Cam's looking for his third strikeout of the day.
Thrown back. They're going to get him again. Now it's in a pickle. Caden's running him down. Jacob Richardson goes to first. Chases him down for another out on the base paths. That is the second error the Pick North Panthers have given up on the base paths. Making it pretty easy out here for Cam. That's the first out of the inning.
Very easy for the lefty to fake out the runner, as he doesn't have to lift up his back foot to pick off. As long as he doesn't move towards home plate, he can throw over there.
2-2 is the count, with the ball bounced into the dirt from Cam.
Great block from Jade Hoover.
2-2 pitch, 1 out. Check swing, low. Little low, 3-2 count. Number 14 has worked himself a full count. Ball put into play. Caden Kistner fields it and throws for an out at Joe Sokol. That was a great pick by Caden Kistner. 2 outs now for the Eagles.
Now up to bat. The top of the...
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now batting for the Panthers, the center fielder, number 2, sophomore Jackson Turnbull. Number 2,
Leadoff hitter here, number 2, Jackson Turnbull, the center fielder. Last time up, he grounded out to second.
Ball is put into play, and another field by Caden Kistner, and a 1-2-3 inning for the Eagles. Sorta. We got some help from them on the base paths. Eagles are up 4-0 headed into the bottom of the third. Now up to bat for the Eagles, we have Brady Bush, third baseman, Cam Simmons, the pitcher, and Jake Hoover, the catcher. Excuse me, it is Cam Simmons to lead off, Jake Hoover, and then Jacob Richardson. Last time up to bat, Cam Simmons was intentionally walked and then eventually scored. Fouled up to the press box. Thankfully, no windows were broken. Thought that one was coming at us. 0-2's the count for Cam Simmons. Sure, you guys got a great view up there at the live stream. Low and outside for ball 1. Cam puts it into play into right field, and it is on with another great 0-2 hitting from the Eagles. Last time up to bat, Jake Hoover had bases loaded and hit an RBI single that turned into a triple thanks to an error. Had 3 RBIs on that one and led to 4 runs being scored for the Eagles that inning. Swing and a miss early for Jake, down 0-1.
That hit by Cam Simmons was the pitcher's 5th hit given up this evening. Only threw 27 pitches in not even 3 innings. Ball 1 is outside. It is. No. 1-1 count. Thrown back. Cam gets in there safely, underneath the tag. Seems like Picknor's trying to do what New Albany has done on the base pass and try to get them lacking. So far, discipline has been key for the Eagles. Ball outside. 2-1's the count. Catcher didn't seem to like it. He's talking to the ump. Can't blame him. 2-1's the count. Cam Simmons on first. Gets looked back. Ball high. 3-1. Big secondary from Cam causes
the catcher to pop out but fake the throw. 3-1's a count for Jake. Ball high. Walk for Jake Hoovler. Up to bat now is Jacob Richardson, the second baseman. Line grounded out to shortstop, but got an RBI.
Please, ladies and gentlemen.
Second walk of Garcia's outing this evening.
Jacob Richardson shows bunt, but pulls it back for a 1-0 count. Here we go. The bunt comes down. I'm expecting it to be to the third base side. First baseman is in, third baseman is deep. See what he does. Bunt is placed down the third base side. A great bunt by Jacob Richardson, getting to first safe and loading the bases for the Eagles. Coach Sandman wants to talk it over with Mason Ackerman before he comes up to bat. He's putting a lot of trust in Mason. He's been hot lately.
Ladies and gentlemen, now batting for your Eagles, the left fielder, number 19, sophomore Mason Ackerman. Number 19.
Mason Ackerman has been on a hot streak with the bat, dating back all the way to the last time we were here against the Gahan. Pinched hit with 2 outs and bases loaded and drove everybody home.
Swing and a miss for Mason. He wanted that one.
He did, but
I like the aggressiveness.
oh,
No reason to sit back with 0 outs and bases loaded.
any ball put into play should score at least 1 run, unless they decide to go home with it.
Would definitely like to see this one touch the grass. Time called by Mason.
A double play here wouldn't even be that bad, as they will take any runs they can, as they're up 4-0. Any extra lead will be huge for the Eagles.
Ball high.
Good eye.
Good eye for Mason Ackerman. Definitely looking to put this one into play. Make the defense make a play. Definitely do not want to go down looking or swinging here with no outs and bases loaded.
Garcia is struggling here this evening with 4 runs already on the board in the bottom of the third with no outs and bases loaded. Let's see if he can get out of this.
Ball outside. Not to mention he's given up 6 hits already.
Six hits already and 4 earned runs.
Two 1 count. Ball low. Great eye by Mason. 3-1's the count. You would love to imagine Mason's going to be looking to swing here. 3-1's the count. He does not want to walk a guy home. Mason should be ready to swing. 3-1 count. No outs. Bases loaded.
You would think Coach Sandman would tell him to sit here. And he swings on 3-1.
Fouls it out of play.
Very aggressive batting from number 19.
I'd love to see it personally. No reason to sit here and let the pitcher do what he wants. 3-1, you got to expect a great ball to come in, especially with base loaded, no outs. Might as well swing. 3-2's now the count, no outs.
All comes down to this.
Bases loaded for Mason Ackerman, the sophomore, who's playing left field tonight. Ball low. Garcia walks a runner in. And now we have Joe Sokol coming up to bat with bases loaded, no outs. Last up to bat, he flew out to left field.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now batting.
Third walk of this evening and 5th earned run for Garcia tonight. Surprised we haven't seen any action in the bullpen.
pitches in there for an early strike. 0-1's the count. 0 outs for Joe Sokol. Bases loaded. Got to be thinking he's going to be aggressive. Joe puts it into play. Runners thrown out at first, or at home, excuse me. Joe gets on. Bases are still loaded. 1 out now for the Eagles. Braden Pengar is up to bat. Infield was in. I would assume the corners look to be in right now, but the infield itself does not.
Defense is setting up for a double play.
Ladies and gentlemen, now batting for your Eagles. Hitter, number 11, senior Braden Pettinger. Number 11.
If Braden can get on base, this would is 2 for 2 on the night.
Last time up to bat, Braden doubled into center field. Puts it into play in short center field, and it is, wow, it is caught by that shortstop. Over the shoulder, snow cone catch by him. Definitely good, though, that the Eagles are putting the ball into play and making the defense make the play. Up to bat now is Quinn Blaney, top of the order.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now batting for your Eagles, the right fielder, number 2, senior Quinn Blaney. Number 2.
Like I said, he's 2 for 2 on the night. 2 outs, bases loaded. Huge at bat for the Eagles to look to add more runs onto the board. Impressive inning from Garcia.
Would love to get another run on the board for the Eagles. Bases loaded with no outs and only getting 1 run in would kind of be a disappointment, but 1 run in the inning is still good.
Got to give it to the Panthers, though. A great display of defense, a great disciplined decision on the ground ball, and then a great catch by the shortstop.
1-1's the count, 2 outs for Quinn Blaney.
Some action in the Pick North bullpen. Lefty up in the bullpen.
Ball outside, 2-1's the count. Both times Quinn's hit it to left field. Scored in the first. Goes left on in the second. Two-one pitch is put into play. And it is fair. Left field again. Scores 1, 2, and 3 runners. And Quinn is on second. Great 2-out hitting for Quinn Blaney.
Quinn is now 3 for 3 on the night with 2 singles and a double. 3 RBI double. Bases clearing for Quinn Blaney. Another 4-run inning for the Eagles. They are now up 8-0 in the bottom of the third with 2 outs remaining.
Now batting for your Eagles, the shortstop, number 17, junior Caden Kistner.
Now to bat, Caden Kistner. Mound visit for the infielders, but Caden Kistner, last time up to bat, got a grounded out to first. But before that, got a single through the third baseman and scored. Looking to drive in Quinn Blaney and get yet another run on the board for the Eagles in the top of the third. Bottom of the third.
7 hits already given up by Garcia. 8 runs and 3 walks.
We'll figure it out.
Thought for a second Garcia was going to get out of there with minimal damage, but 1 hit opened up the floodgates for the Eagles.
High and inside for ball 2. 2-0's the count, 2 outs. Quinn Blaney's on second. Brady Bush is on deck. Ball high, 3-0 is the count.
All 3 of the balls have been high at this at-bat. Seems like he's a little afraid to give it to the hitter. I would be too if I gave up 8 runs in 3 innings.
3-0 count, 2 outs. Excuse me, 2-0 count. 2-1 count. Now 3-1. Ball high and inside, almost hit Caden, but he's on base.
5-pitch walk for the 4th walk of the outing, and the coach is headed to the mound. The bullpen pitcher is coming in to the game.
It was only a matter of time before Garcia got off the mound, giving up 8 runs in 3 innings. Not going to get it done. Not at all. Pick North has a lot of work to do. Their defense and their pitching needs to step up for them to have a shot, with only 4 innings left in this bowl game, already being down 8-0. Number 18 for the Panthers is coming in to relieve for Garcia. Got a lefty.
Your attention, please, ladies. Number 18, Chapelier, now pitching.
The Eagles have done so well in this inning that Cam Simmons had to go get his equipment from the first base coach and put it back on.
Number 18.
Here we go. Number 18, Grady Bush is up to bat. First time up, he sacrificed bunt. Last time up, grounded out. Runner on first and second. Check swing. Good eye by Grady Bush. Ball outside. Swing and a miss by Grady. A little high. Just under it was Grady. 1-1's the count, 2 outs. Quinn's on second. Caden Kistner's on first. 2-out hitting has been great for the Eagles recently. Let's see if it'll continue being elite. Low and outside. Ball 2. Little interesting delivery there from the pitcher. Didn't even look at home before starting his pitch. 2-1's the count. Wow. Pitch inside, called for a strike. 2-2's the count. 2 outs. 2 runners on. Ball low and inside, but blocked by the catcher. Full count now for Grady Bush. Ball low. And the runners were put in motion, but Grady draws a walk. Bases loaded now for Cam Simmons.
1 batter faced for Quinn, Chapelier,
Your attention, please, ladies
and
gentlemen.
Juan
Now
Wall.
hitting for your Eagles, the pitcher.
Cam is now up for the second time in the bottom of the third, excuse me. Last time up, he doubled into right field, which got the Eagles on this run. He was down 0-2 and battled and got a double into right center field. Cam holds off on a second strike in a row. Give him the high curveball. Time is called by Cam. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 0-2 count.
This is at least the second time. I'm pretty sure the third time this inning that the bases have been loaded for the Eagles.
Pitch is off, low and in the dirt. Another great block by the catcher here. One, two's the count now. Pitch is off. Cam fouls it out of play. He was on it. He was on it. Stares back at the Pick North dugout. I love the confidence Cam's got. 1-2. 1-2 count. Put into play. Cam likes it, and it is drifting foul, but it was out of play. If it was fair, it was going to be good, and it was going to be a grand slam for Cam. Cam is on this pitcher. Cam likes it. We could see the first home run in New Albany Ballpark this year. 1-2 pitch. Cam is on it. Bases loaded, 2 outs.
Pitcher's got to be thinking off speed here.
Time is called by Cam.
That last pitch that he almost took deep as a fastball, so the pitcher's got to be looking off speed here, trying to mess up the timing.
Seems like a little bit of a slower pitcher since Cam was ahead of that ball. Pitch is off. Cam puts it into play. And it is getting down to center field. Center field throws home, but Caden Kistner's in safe at home. And Cam Simmons drives in 2 with a 2 RBI double to center field, leaving him on second and Grady Bush on third.
You guys went through?
Now it's about Jake Hoover. He's got runners on second and third with 2 outs. A great inning once again for the Eagles. Low and inside for ball 1. Who? I don't know. I have him down as 1. No, he walked. Yeah, he got it. And then, yeah. No.
Jay already has 3 RBIs on the night, looking to pick up 2 more RBIs.
Jay puts it into play. Fading foul. And the right fielder can knock it under it. By the way, Nathan Riley, number 16, is pinch running for Cam on second. Nathan Riley supposedly, if the rumors are true, he runs a 4.440. I cannot confirm nor deny, but that is what the rumors are. We'll be able to see his speed if Jake can put this one into the outfield.
Like you were saying, with his speed, any ball past the infield will score 2.
2 outs, pitches off. Ball high and inside. Ball low. 3-1 count now for Jate. Three-one count, 2 outs for Jate. Put into play into left center field. That's going to drive Grady Bush and Nathan Riley in, and Jate's going to stay at first for a 2-out single, 2 RBI single for Jate. That is now 8 runs for the inning, and that is the second single for Jate. 5 RBIs on the night. Up to bat is Jacob Richardson. Last time up, he walked and scored. Ball gets behind home plate. Jate moves on to second. Ball barely got past Jacob's butt there. Runner now on second. 2 outs, 1-0 count. Ball in there for a strike. 1-1's the count. Mason Ackerman is on deck. Ball in the dirt once again.
It's usually 3 to 4 innings an hour, depending on how many hit action.
2-1's the count. Runner on second. Ball high. 3-1's the count.
Jate Hoover, the runner on second base, seems to be getting into the pitcher's head a little bit. The second baseman really wants him to try and pick it off, but he won't budge.
Once again, we have action in the Pick North bullpen. Seems like there's no answer for this explosive offense the Eagles have brought with them to the ballpark tonight. Ball outside for a walk for Jacob Richardson. That is the second walk he's drawn tonight.
Second walk, Quinn Chapelayer has given up in his outing. He has yet to get an out, and the pitching coach steps up to the mound. Likely just a quick mound visit. No pitching change appears to be happening.
You want to go check on them up there?
Mason Ackerman steps in for the Eagles. Runner on first and second. Jacob Richardson's on first. Jate's at second. Giving a long stare at home. Time is called by Mason Ackerman. Braylon O'Kine is pinch hitting for Joe Sokol. Ball high. Braylon O'Kine is on deck. With 2 outs. Run rule is up by 10 through the 5th inning. The Eagles are up 12 right now, but only through the 3rd. Pitches in there for a strike. 1-1's the count. Ball low and inside in the dirt. Another great block by the catcher. Yeah. Two ones to count. 2 runners on, 2 outs. Mason pops it into foul territory. The third baseman is settling under it, and he catches it for the 3rd out of the inning. Eagles put up 8 in the bottom of the 3rd, leading 12-0 going into the top of the 4th.
During Quinn's outing, which he only got 1 out in so far, 4 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, and a wild pitch. Eagles are up 12-0 going into the top of the 4th.
Number 9, Nolan Sanders is up to bat. Last time up, he infield singled, foul tip for him. 0-1's the count. Cam Simmons has had a great outing so far with 2 strikeouts in 3 innings pitched, only 38 pitches so far. Ball low in the dirt. Ball put into play. Oh, almost grounded or fielded by Joe Sokol, but hit the bottom of his glove. Infield single once again for Sanders. Now up to bat, number 11, Nick Markey.
Nick Markle's up to bat. The third baseman, last time up, he drew a walk.
So number 1 is in there for a strike. Oh, 2 is now the count. Pitch is outside. 1-2.
There is a run rule in play. Have to be up.
Ball put into play. Jacob Richardson fields it. Thrown to Caden. Thrown to Joe Sokol, but not in time. 1 out. Fielder's choice.
Last time up, Brent Parsons grounded out to short. No.
No, there's already been.
Oh, there has.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta hit early. It was the same guy.
Oh, infield hit. Yeah.
Ball in between Joseph and Jacob Richardson once again. Quinn throws it into Jacob. Runners on first and second.
Right here, the first pitch. Oh, I know.
Number 2.
Attention, please, ladies and gentlemen, now batting.
Number 7, Miles Crockett up, the DH. Last time up, he grounded out to third. Looking for a big inning here. Got a lot of runs to make up.
Runner steals, put into play in right field. Caught. Oh, dropped by Quinn Blaney. Great attempt by him, but 1 run scores. Great attempt by Quinn Blaney. Thought he had it. That's a hit. Runners on the corners for the Panthers. 12-1 is the score.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen, now batting.
No, that's a hit.
The first baseman, number 16, senior Gabe Dixon.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Number 16, Gabe Dixon, the first baseman up. Last time up, he struck out swinging. Runners on the corners, first and third, with 1 run scored already in the 4th. Looking to get out of run rule territory.
Thrown back, kind of surprised with a runner out on third, but Jake did a great job of covering home. Thrown back once again. Throw is high. Once again, getting great defense by the Eagles.
Very worried about a potential steal to second or double steal from the Eagles. I don't expect the throw to be thrown down to second.
That's probably why he's throwing down, just so that he can keep the runner honest, not get him a big lead. Ball is outside for the first ball. 1-1 is the count with 1 out, 2 runners on.
Good frame attempt from Jake Hoovler.
Probably another throw down coming. Yep. A little bit of a big lead there. Pretty much from my angle, once the runner gets past the batter, that's when Cam Simmons is throwing back. Keeping it consistent. To me, the runner looks good. No throwback. Yep, pitch is off. Put into play. Into right field. Quinn Blaney fields it and throws it in. Runners stay at first and second. 2 second runs scored for the Panthers in the inning.
3 straight singles to the right fielder. Pop up, out of play. Cam Simmons is through 4 1/3 with 52 pitches thrown. The Panthers are still in run rule range. They need 1 more run to get out of the 10 through 5, but the Eagles still have the bats in the 4th and the 5th. Big hitter here for Cam, looking for a double play to get out of the inning.
Double play would be nice.
Pass ball.
Jake was not able to squeeze the pitch, letting runners get to second and third, and pretty much getting rid of the double play ball. Not a good error for the Eagles.
A momentum blow for the Eagles as now Cam pretty much needs to strike out this batter or a pop fly. Otherwise, the runner from third definitely scores, maybe even 2 runs.
Pitch is put into play at third base.
Weird hop.
Grady, and held on. Runner scores. 3-12 is the count. Hard hit ball to Grady, and it hits him in the chin. Grady is now down. He's a little rattled. more stickers.
Why?
You should pass more. Right past you. Seems like he's good. Looks like Grady is good.
Weird hop that hit him in the top of the chest, maybe even the throat, but rattled him for sure. 4 straight hits from the net Panthers. Still only 1 out in the top of the 4th with 3 runs already scored.
For the Panthers. The shortstop, number 10, sophomore Camilo Chismar. Number 10.
Number 10, Camilo Chismar, up, the shortstop. Last time up, he drew a walk. Runners on first and second. Double play ball is in play.
Ball in there for a strike. 0-1's the count. 1 out. Double play is truly available with runners on first and second. 1 out. Ball outside. 1-1's the count. Pitches in there for strike 2.
Yeah. Nash 1 and 2, so.
Ball is fouled off the runner. 1-2 count, 1 out. Cam would love to get out of the inning here with a double play.
Holy whopper. 1-2 count here. 1 out remaining. 1 out so far. 2 outs left to go for Cam Simmons in the top of the 4th. 3 runs already across the board.
Ball high. 2-2's the count. 1 out.
Cam is approaching 60 balls.
Ball put into play. Caden Kistner grounds it, touches second, throws it to first, and the double play is executed for getting Cam out of the inning. 3 runs are given up by the Eagles. 3:12 is now the score, headed into the bottom of the 4th. Up to bat for the Eagles is Braylon Okine pinch hitting for Joe Sokol. Like I was saying, Braylon Okine is pinch hitting. Braden Pendinger is up, and then top of the order for the Eagles. New pitcher in for the Panthers, number 12, Owens, after 1 1/3 inning relief from Clapier, giving up 4 runs on his relief outing. Braylon O'Kine looks at the first pitch, down for a ball. Pitch is in there for a strike. 1-1's the count. Ball low once again, 2-1. Swing and a miss by O'Kine. 2-2 count now. Ball high. 3-2 count now for O'Kine. That's what you want to see out of a pinch hitter if you're Coach Sandman. Popped up. Headed into foul territory. The catcher settles under it and catches it. Now up to bat, number 11, Braden Pettinger, who doubled to center field in the first inning and grounded out to the shortstop in the third. Braden Pettinger has continued to stay hot this season after going 4 for 4 on Monday. Now he is 1 for 2 with a double. Puts it into play, past the second baseman into right center field with a single for Braden Pettinger. Now the top of the order for the Eagles, Quinn Blaney. Every single time up, Quinn is hit to left field. 2 have been doubles, 2 have been doubles, 2 have been singles. Has scored once. Pitch is in there for a strike. The Eagles' bats are getting hot at the right time, right before the mid-season point and the pitcher steps off. Braden was in his head there. Wow, a great pitch, off-speed pitch in there. Looked like it was going to hit Quinn, but then broke into the strike zone. 0-2 count, 1 out. Braden's on first. Ball high. 1-2's the count. Quinn puts it into play up the middle. And runners are now on first and second. Another hit by Quinn Blaney. He is 5 for 5 on the night.
Number 17.
Up to bat now is Caden Kistner. He got a single to the third baseman and scored. Grounded out to first. Got a walk. Back-to-back at-bats and is now up to bat with 1 out and 2 runners on. Time called by the catcher. Caden looks at a ball. 1-0's the count. Caden puts it into play and is caught by the center fielder. Thought that one was going to get down. Another hard hit ball by the Eagles. 2 runners on, 2 outs for the Eagles with Grady Bush coming up. Last time up, he got a
Ladies and
walk.
gentlemen, now batting for your Eagles.
Go, G-Boot.
Pitch is in there
Hey, good spin.
for a first pitch strike. The Eagles are laying off the high off speeds. Kind of surprising. Not a baseball player myself, but I feel the count. Pitch is low and outside. 2-1's the count. Ball put into play, popped up to the shortstop. Shortstop settles under it and is caught for the 3rd out of the inning. Panthers strand 2 Eagle runners, scores 3-12, headed into the top of the 5th. Graham Romer is up in the bullpen. However, Cam Simmons is trotting out for his 5th inning of pitching. Number 14, Xavier Notestone is up. 2nd time up this evening. Last time up, he grounded out to short. Number 1 is in there for a strike. Thanks for muting me. Oh, ball put into play. Grounded by Caden Kishner, but not able to hold on to it. Infield single for the Panthers to start. Number 2, Jackson Turnbull, the center fielder, is up. 3rd time up this evening, grounded out to second base and shortstop. Pitch number 1 is in there for a strike. Look for Cam to have a bounce back inning this inning after he gave up 3 runs last inning. Bunt pulled back, ball. Ball low. 2-1's the count. Great stop there by Jate, though, avoiding an advanced runner. Ball put into play. And
Oh!
Grady Bush climbed the ladder for that catch.
That was tough. That was tough.
That'll be on it.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now batting for the Panthers.
Number 9 left fielder Nolan Sanders is up. He laid down a bunt in the first for an infield hit.
Foul pitch. Foul ball, excuse me. Ball bounced in the dirt. The runner advances, but Jake throws down and is offline.
How many is that? Do you think that should be a wild pitch or an error? Hold on, game changer's gonna score it. He's waiting to see.
I would say it's a
Wild pitch.
pass ball.
Pitch is in there for a strike. Ball bounced once again. Runner advances a third. Jake throws and is offline. And Panthers are going to score off 2 wild pitches, scoring from first.
Jake was able to keep the ball in. Jake was able to keep the ball in front of him, but he just couldn't convert on any of the throws. Is that an arm?
It's not because
I'll ask him. But he let him out.
pitch is outside.
Is that an earned run though? No.
He's got 2 runs.
Yeah, he showed 2.
No, it's not.
Okay.
That is the third walk of the outing for Cam. Cam's running into some trouble here. 1 runner on, 1 out. Top of the 5th.
Your attention.
Number 11, Nick Markle's up to bat. In the first, he drew a walk, and in the fourth, he reached base on a fielder's choice. Ball 1 is low. Time called by the pitcher. Jay and Cam are getting back on the same page here. Graham Romer is now getting warm in the Eagles bullpen. Cam Simmons is up to 74 pitches thrown through 5 1/3. Still a good outing for Cam, giving up 4.
Swing and a miss. Sword. Strike 2. 2-2 count. 1 out.
Double play ball is in play.
Last inning, the Eagles got out of the inning due to a double play from Caden Kistner and Joe Sokol. This time looking to do the same. Ball outside. 3-2 count. 1 out. Do not want to see another walk from Cam Simmons here. Make him get on base. Full count. Pitch is off. Strike. Excuse me, not full count. 3-1 is the count. Now 3-2. Strike 2. Full count. Pitches outside. Full count walk, excuse me. Cam Simmons is now getting up there in the pitch count and is starting to struggle. We have a mound visit coming from Sandman. Graham Romer is coming in to relieve for Cam Simmons. Cam had a great outing today. Gave up 4 runs, 3 earned runs, had 4 walks, 2 strikeouts, 4 hits, 4 1/3 innings pitched. Graham Romer is coming out to relieve.
What was that? Was that a walk? Up next is number 24, Brent Parsons, the catcher, with 1 out and
Your attention, please,
3 runners
ladies and
on.
gentlemen, now pitching.
Excuse me, 2 runners on base for Graham Romer.
There's some lineup changes going on for the defense. Cam is in right field. Then we have Quinn going to center field. That leaves Van Routhier getting put on the bench for the rest of the game, unless we see a pinch hit situation or even a relief situation from him. There's 1 runner on, 1 out. Sorry, 2 runners on, 1 out for Graham Romer. Graham Romer is a senior captain on this baseball team. He is committed to Grove City College, which is in Pennsylvania. He's going to be a pitcher on that team as well.
Third plate appearance for Brent. Grounded out to shortstop and singled into right field with 2 runners on base, and a hit to the outfield will score a run.
Pitch number 1 is in there for a strike for Graham. Pitch is put into play, right center field. Cam fields the ball and is thrown to third and hits the runner. Unfortunate break, for the Eagles and Graham Romer to start. Could have definitely been thrown out if he did not get hit.
Pitch is fouled out of play. Number 7, Miles Crockett, the designated hitter, is up. Last time up, he singled into right field. Runners on second and third. 1 out. Yeah. Strike 2 down.
0-2 count for Graham Romer, looking to strike a guy out. 1 out. Run on second and third, so a double play ball is not available. Time is called by the batter.
The Pick North bench is now lively again as they've scored 5 runs in the last 2 innings. If the Eagles get out of this inning,
Ball put into play. Gets by Caden Kistner into left field. Mason Ackerman throws it in. It is cut off by Grady Bush. Another run is scored. Runners on the corner now for Graham Romer.
back-to-back singles for Miles Crockett. Next up is number 16, Gabe Dixon.
Attention, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Last time up, Gabe struck out and singled into right field. This part of the order was the last time the Pick North Panthers scored. A bunt is laid down in front of home base, and he's safe.
Number 24 gets around the tag from Jate Hoover. There's now runners on first and second for the Panthers. Great attempt to get the runner out at home by Jate Hoover.
Number 3, Grant Williams, the right fielder, is up. Last time up, he had an infield hit to the third baseman. All 3 bases are a force out. A double play ball in play. 1 out remaining. 1 out still in the top of the fifth, excuse me. Foul ball.
0-2's the count, 1 out. Double play ball is definitely in play. Things have turned quickly here in favor of the Panthers. Still down 5, but with 2 runners on and only 1 out, Panthers are looking to take advantage of this great inning. Eagles have yet to score. Ball put into play. Caden Kistner grounds it, turns to Jacob, thrown to first, and gets out of the inning with a double play. Ump seemed a little hesitant with that call, but the double play was executed. Eagles get out of the inning, but give up 4 and now are up 7-12 going into the bottom of the 5th.
Damage has been done for the Eagles. Now time to go bat as they're now only up 5. Sandman telling his guys to stay aggressive.
We now have Cam Simmons coming up, Jade Hoover, then Jacob Richardson. To bat now for the Eagles, Cam Simmons, last time up, doubled to center field after almost hitting a grand slam. Before that, he got a hit to right field and was intentionally walked. Ball low for pitch number 1. Two O's the count.
What do you mean? No. Nash puts his phone up and he has mini mics. And he just follows that play the whole time.
3 O's the count.
I mean, they wouldn't hear us. Yeah, but they're not like us. No, it's just cool to have. Should we ask him for mid-game interviews? No, that's too
4-pitch walk for Cam Simmons.
That's too You should talk to Mr.
One runner on for Jate. Last time up, Jate got a 2 RBI single to right field. Got walked, and a 3 RBI single to right field once again. Jate has been coming in clutch for the Eagles. Pitch number 1 is in there for a strike.
Eagles need a big inning here as they've given up 7 runs unanswered. We're up 12-0 at one point, and the Panthers have came back 7-0.
Jake puts it into play, up the middle, and it is caught by the center fielder. Diving catch. What a great catch by him.
Number 1.
Up to bat is number 1, Jacob Richardson. Last 2 times up, he was walked. Ball, pitch number 1 is low and outside for a ball. We have a 1 out and a runner on first. Two O's the count. Put into play. Throw Cam Simmons out at second, but Jacob reaches first. 2 quick outs for the Eagles. Mason Ackerman comes up to the plate. Mr. Ackerman is up. Last time up, he was walked, I believe. Throw back to first. Jacob is in there safely. Mason puts it into play in the left field, and it gets down. Jacob Richardson moves to second on that single to left field from Mason Ackerman. Now up to bat is Joe Sokol, who popped out to the catcher and got on from a fielder's choice in the third.
Joe Sokol, Braden Pettinger in the top of the order. Runners on first and second. Double play ball is in play. Anything to the outfield should score.
Joe Sokol fouls it out of play. A one's count. 2 outs. Runner on first and second for the Eagles. Mason Ackerman's on first. Jacob Richardson's on second. Pitch high and inside. 1-1 the count.
Catcher looked to quick throw back to first base, so Mason has to be careful of that. 1-1 count.
Joe swings on a curveball deep to left field, and the left fielder settles under it to get out of the inning before the Eagles can put a run on the board. It is 7-12 heading to the top of the 6th.
Pinch hitter number 4, Keegan Rusher, hitting for the Panthers. Foul tip.
Turns on that one at left field. Mason Ackerman catches it for the first out of the inning.
Number 14, Xavier Notestone, the second baseman, is up. Grounded out to short. Foul tip. Grounded off out to short in his first out bat and singled to short in his second out bat at bat. 1 out.
Once again, 0-2 is the count. 0-2 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss for Graham Romer. 2 outs, first strikeout of his relief outing for Graham.
Third strikeout of the game.
Number 2, Jackson Turnbull, up, center fielder. Fourth at bat, yet to get on. looking for his first hit of the night. Yeah.
Pitch number 1 is a ball low. Swing and a miss. 1-1's the count. Pitch in the dirt. He bit. One pitch is in there for a strike. 1-2 is now the count. 2-2.
But it was just 1-1. It's 2 strikes. I don't know what they're doing up there. It's thunder. It's 2 strikes.
2-strike pitch is low.
He was celebrating because his drone was getting delivered, and I said the number, and he had FedEx. He was like, yes, it's getting delivered. I said, what food? He goes, oh,
Pitch is put into play. Jacob Richardson fields it, throws it to Joe, and the Eagles get out of there, giving up no hits, going 1-2-3 in the inning. Up to bat next for the Eagles.
In the inning for the Panthers, no runs on no base hits and no runners left. We have to the bottom of the 6th. Albany 12. Pickerington North 7. Just a friendly reminder, ladies and gentlemen, concession stand is open. Also, big thanks goes out to our Little League and travel teams here today on Youth Night here at the ballpark. And at the conclusion of this afternoon's ball game, we will invite those Youth League players to run the bases. It'll be run the bases post-game for our Youth League members who are here this afternoon.
Up to bat now for the Eagles. We have.
You guys do a good job. Your mom's listening. I mean, they think they're
what?
cornballs.
Is it on? It's not on Game Changer, right? The audio is only on YouTube.
Is he not doing Game Changer today? Because he has to do the concession.
Eisner said the live stream got up to 12 at one point. And apparently the PA announcer got 1K on Twitter, so he's going to shout us out. He asked me who I did my internship with the thing. I don't know what he does. Is Quinn 4 or 5 for 5? I was trying to
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Leading off the bottom of the 6th inning for your Eagles, the designated hitter, number 11, senior Braden Pettinger. Number 11.
Up to bat now for the Eagles is Braden Pettinger, the DH. He got hit to center field twice tonight. Swing and a miss on the first pitch.
I don't think they're playing pick more. I think they're playing very safe.
One pitch he takes for ball 1. 1-1's the count. Time is called. Pitch high, 2-1's the count.
On deck is Quinn Blaney. He's 5 for 5 on the night. So Braden can get on without an out. This would be huge for the Eagles.
Swings on one, turns on one, excuse me. But cannot beat out the throw from third. 1 out for the Panthers. And up to bat is number 2, Quinn Blaney. He is 5 for 5 on the night. All hits going to the outfield. 4 to left field and 1 to center field. Pitch 1 is outside. Pitch is in there for a strike. Another breaking ball in there for a strike. 1-2 is the count. 1 out. Quinn is looking to get yet another hit. Pitch is high. 2-2. Do you think there's a reason why it doesn't continue to that hole?
Yeah.
Grounder to third base. And Quinn is able to hustle it out and goes to second on a errant throw. Infield single turned into a double. Up now is Caden Kistner, the shortstop for the Eagles. Last time up, he got a single to center field, got 2 base on balls, grounded out to first base, and then got a single to third base. He's got a runner on second here with 1 out. Fouls it off, out of play. Caden Kistner puts this one into play into right field. And Quinn Blaney's going to be held at third with runners on the corner for Grady Bush coming up. Number 18, Grady Bush, is now up. Last time he flew out to the catcher, but got a base on ball in the bottom of the third. He's looking to bring a runner in and give the Eagles a 6-run lead with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th.
Look for the Eagles to implement a steal on first and bait a double steal, as the double play ball would end the inning. Would be a very high IQ play for Caden to go to second here.
These are 2 of the fastest runners for the Eagles. Quinn on third, Caden on first. I would not be surprised if a ball to the outfield scores Caden. Grady grounds one to third base, but is going to beat the throw out, and an infield single scores Quinn Blaney. Now up to bat is Cam Simmons.
Cam has been raking tonight. At one point, he almost had a grand slam, just went foul. Look for a big shot here from Cam.
Cam has runners on first and second. Speed on the base pass for the Eagles. A hit scores Caden. Grady most likely will be on third after the hit. Last time up, ball is low. Last time up, Cam got a walk, and then before that, that's when he hit the ball out of the park but foul, and then he got a double. He is perfect on the night, 3 for 3. Pitch is in there for a strike. 1-1's the count.
Big secondary here from Caden Kistner out at second, looking to anticipate a hit and get to home.
Cam swings and foul tip. 1-2's the count. One-two pitch on its way. Runner on first and second. Time called.
Number 12, Jay Owens, has given up 6 hits, 1 run, and 1 walk. Very good at limiting the damage, but with one swing of the bat, the Eagles could break this open.
Ball is outside with an off-speed pitch to Cam. 2-2 is the count. Yeah, this is the only answer the Pick North Panthers have had for the explosive bats of New Albany. Before Owens has came in, they gave up 12 runs, 12 unanswered runs, actually, in a very short amount of time through the third inning. 2-2 pitch. Out of play. Ball came right over home plate. Almost hit the setup down here, but we're all good. It's going to be a nice little skim mark. 2-2's the count. Nice little skim mark on the back, huh? It's hard to judge, isn't it? You're in the danger zone here.
That's the first thing that's
2-2 count, 1 out. Runners on first and second. Cam puts the ball into play to right field, and Caden Kissner's gonna go home. Ball is bobbled by the right fielder. Cam gets the first, and Grady gets a third on an RBI single to right field from Cam Simmons. Now up to bat is catcher Jake Hoovler.
How did Grady get on? Chopper. Well, he just ran into the fence. Yeah. He was like, oh. Pitching change here for the Pick North Panthers. Eagles need 3 runs to run the roll. They just have to get 17, right? They don't need to get to 18. It's like, yeah. Pitching change here. Number 13 is in for number 12. Number 12 had a good outing before that. 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk. 1 out remaining. 1 out still left in the bottom of the 6th. Runners on the corner. Jade Hoover, the catcher's up.
And for a second there, it looked like the Panthers were going to make this a close game with Owens having a great relief effort.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now pitching.
However, Owens has been taken advantage of in the bottom of the 6th with 2 runs given up and runners on the corners for the Eagles with only 1 out. We have Jade Hoover coming up, who last time flew out to center field, but before that had a hit to left field, 2 RBIs. And then we have Jacob Richardson, who had a fielder choice last time up. Eagles look to expand their lead. Got to get to 17 for the run rule here.
Number 9, Jade Hoover, the catcher's up to bat. Last time up, he flew out to center field. Center fielder made a diving catch. Runners on first and third here. 1 out. Look for a steal from Cam Simmons to eliminate the double play ball. Eagles have already hung up 2 in response to the Panthers' 7-0 run. Ball high and outside. 1-0.
Jay Hoover turns on the pitch and gets by the shortstop. Cam Simmons was put in motion, and he's going to get held at third Grady Bush scores from third from an RBI single from Jate Hoover. The score is now 7-15 Eagles. Jacob Richardson is now up to bat.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now batting for your Eagles, the second baseman, number 1, senior Jacob Richardson. Number 1.
Ball high, runners on the corners. Eagles need to make sure we don't get into a double play ball. Jacob Richardson puts the 2 runs in. That is a run rule for the Eagles. Jacob sees the strike. 2-1 is the count.
Down 8, they're going to
Yeah.
Runner is put in motion, but Jacob pops it into foul play, and he runs into the first base coach. Pick North is not happy, but nothing he can do about that.
Yeah.
He is called out on interference from the first base coach. Unfortunate break for the Eagles there.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now batting for your Eagles, the left fielder, number 19, sophomore Mason. Number 19.
Good work out here for the Eagles, though. Mason Ackerman is a great power hitter. Last time up, he got a single to center field. 2 outs for him. Hits could score 2 here if they try to put the hit and run on once again. Ball high. 1-0's the count. Jay Hoover's on first. Cam Simmons on third. Hit scores a run. Ball in there for a strike. Mason turns on one, and it gets through. Cam scores, and Jate moves to second. Eagles have runners on first and second with Joe Sokol up to bat. Joe needs 1 run here to end the game for the Eagles.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now batting for your Eagles, the first baseman, number 7, senior Joe Sokol. Number 7.
Should we just do 1 play of the game? We can't use Cam and we did it once. Yeah, that's cool. He's 5 for 5. 6 for 6. He's 6 for 6. Yeah. Mr. Roman Quinn's 6 for 6. Yeah. That'll boost the average. What, the average? Do they even keep them? Write that down.
3-0 count for Joe. Ball is low. Bases loaded now for DH Braden Pettinger coming up to bat. A hit scores and ends the run. Walk-off could be possible here for Braden.
Your attention, please.
Because of the run rule, in that they're up 9. 1 run will end the game. Braden looks. Ball low. 1-0's the count. Pitch is in there for a strike. 1-1's the count. One count. Ball low. Gets by, but the runners stay put. 2-1 is the count.
Yeah.
2-1's the count. 2 outs. Braden Penninger steps in. Runners, or bases loaded. Almost hits Braden high. 3-1 is the count. 2 outs. A walk brings in a run, which ends the game. 3-1 count. Braden's got to be looking for 1 pitch and 1 pitch only. And he gets the pitch and he fouls it back. Full count now for Braden.
Good because his runners are going, so it's a pass ball. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter.
Runners are in motion no matter what. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but it doesn't matter if it's a pass ball. Because it's a ball.
They should just be running.
Come on.
Pitch is off. Ball outside.
Yeah!
And the Eagles win the game on a walk-off walk from Braden Pettinger. And that is the end of the game for the Eagles. The Eagles win 17-7 in the bottom of the 6th thanks to a walk from Braden Pettinger.
In the innings.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
Thank you. Player of the game was Quinn Blaney.
On 4 hits and 3 runners left on. Final score here this
Player of the game for the Eagles was Quinn Blaney. Went 5 for 5 with 3 RBIs. Cam Simmons get the win, giving up 4 runs.
Overall,
And
4 and 3 in the
Graham
OCC
Raumer
Ohio.
gets the save.
These 2 teams will meet again. Saturday they travel to Massillon Jackson High School, where they will play St. Edward's High School. That first pitch is slated for 2:30 p.m. Eagles on the road next Monday, the 28th of April, where they'll be at Westerville Central High School, 5 o'clock first pitch. Eagles return home 1 week from tonight. 1 week from tonight when they will take on the Warhawks from Westerville Central High School. 5 o'clock first pitch. Again, ladies and gentlemen, let's not only congratulate your Eagles today, but it is youth night and travel night here at the ballpark. And we are going to have a run around the bases for all those